Pioneers of Pagonia. After the creator of the Settler series, Volker Wertig, left the project for the Settlers 8, he created a new franchise, just, I guess, to stick it to Ubisoft. And now we test the early access. Let's dive in. There was a new patch with a new landing party. They downsized the early game. Let's go average. Hostility, a little bit. The werewolves are still a little bit OP in my opinion. That's why I I go a little bit easier. They added magic into the Settler series with the Pioneers. A little bit. Let's go moderate. Okay. My only hope is that the werewolves are not in mass numbers like they were the last couple of games. I tested it a little bit before I started to stream it because I had to get a feel of the game. It goes back to the roots. I played the OG Settler 2 and Settler 1, and this is a true successor. Not what Ubisoft did. There's no microtransactions so far in this game, so we'll see. They join Gamescom. The developers of Pioneers of Pagonia are joining Gamescom. If you're in Germany, if you're near to it. Just that you heard of it. Okay, let's go in. It's like the Maxis series, the SimCity with the streets. Like old-fashioned, you have to build a guard tower. I have to scout for flags, so I have a better start. The forager hood goes over here. If I had found... Oh, there it is. Let's reposition for maximum value. The village hall to recruit new units. I made the mistake so many times building forager huts instead of huts that yeah, cost me already 2-3 games. This a small little mistake. It's important to get the routes short and efficient, so your pioneers have access to everything they need. And I should have created a street over here as well. And 5 times the speed. And now we go for more huts. The Settler series is a guilty pleasure of mine. I lost a bit of interest with the Settlers 5 and in German it's called Nebelreich expansion. So Misty Realm, I guess, or Mist Realms. I have no idea how they translated it into English. This is, I don't know, this is where it lost the spirit of the Settlers for me. Now I build a little bit more builders. And we need guards to expand the territory. And more huts. I call this hut Jabba. Over here and over here to make the pathfinding efficient. Okay. Most of the early stony patches don't have any underground resources, so this will be my intersections. This will be a nice way to connect everything. Now we have to wait till the village hall recruited my guards. Wow. The starts are random. Sometimes you don't have enough wood to do everything you need. And now I'm stuck. I have to get rid of a building. And hopefully I will get enough wood to make one spear to get my little village a little bit expanded. To expand my village. Sorry, my I'm not used to talking that much. And now we wait. Never mind. I made a mistake. I should have set my resource depot over here instead here, because you see there is no wood in the area, so I stifled myself in the very beginning. Positioning is key in this game, because now I have to get rid of another hut. This will cost me dearly. What are these pioneers up to? Yeah, one small mistake can set you back all the way. Now I have to hold the production of guards because I need wood. Okay. This was all intentional, by the way, to show you not to do it. I messed up. Okay, now we wait and enjoy the wusel. Look how they run. The wusel would be even more the chill version. It's like this, watching them in their natural speed. I have to set the claim to the flags because I want this. I want the wild flags. And now I can restart my production. I can't wait till the release build is out and what they have in store for us. Okay, the flax is secured. Now I have to go over here because I want the copper as well. This is an example video of how to not start into the game, because I messed up the resource depot and I neglected the rocks and the copper deposits. Wait, is there even a copper deposit? This is an... that's an interesting start. Found it. Way better. Gimbals are not available because I need the copper huts first. These runes are a really good resource to get gold bars, for example, and mid to late game items if you are lucky. But I have no access right now because I'm completely restricted on most of the buildings. And again, I shall as fast as possible. I want the copper. Another mistake, I have not set up my resource depot at the rocks. After this one was depleted, now I have to wait again. And the longer it takes to build up, the more and more you get raided by thieves, bandits, werewolves, and all the nasty creatures Pirates of Pagonia have to offer. Now I have access to the copper. Better late than never. Yay! And now I can expand. So I will go with the hunting lodge first, so I can see where all the prey is. So I want my hunting lodge over here, and I want the wood cutting first. Fishing shack. So many fish, 2 of them. Now I want my chop. Mushrooms, or is this nothing? Okay, I see there is no prey over here, so I can chop it. I really don't want to get rid of the deers. And I chop this wood. And now I have to wait till the weaving shed made some ropes. And the wood workshop with my construction area. raspberries, raspberries, raspberries. Now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. Okay. Coal hut, copper hut. There's no iron. I can go here with the quarry. And provision. I need the provisioner to supply my mines and every other building so that they are not hungry and they're going to work. Every mine needs rations. I don't want to place anything here because I don't want to get rid of the wild flags. Because I needed to expand further for the weaving shed to make some ropes and some cloth. We prioritize the rope. Now we have to wait again. And I want another woodcutting lodge over here. I have to check for raspberries. 2 raspberries. And I have to expand to the coal. That's the messiest gameplay I had. Now build tailor shop. Swiftly build. And the first thief stole my stuff. Beautiful. Okay, I made another mistake. I created my builders before I created my coal hut or my quarry workers. So, right, the raid starts already. But you can take it as an example how not to start in the early game. You have to pay attention about the resources, and there's a build order and upgrade order, and I messed a little bit with the order. Because first you go for the quarry and copper hut stuff, and then you upgrade, or then you invest into builders. Of course the quarry is still... Oh, no, the quarry is staffed. Okay. Again, I stifled myself out of a lot of stone. Almost every resource. Okay. yet. I need a stable income of copper before I can go into soldiers. Camps. I can invest into more buildings. What's the professional? Where's my food? No, staff present. Okay, I restart this because this is how not to start the game. Because now I don't have enough copper for the for the professional. So I messed up so hard that it's impossible to expand. This is the perfect game how not to do it. Then accept. Okay. Sounds 5. New beginning. With enemies. Customize. Average. Even average. View. Say easy. And the only one who are really dangerous are the werewolves. They are nasty. Okay. Average. Is it average? Yep, the first game was the perfect game how not to do it. Okay, new start, completely different resources here in the beginning. I don't want to mess with the mushrooms over here. Alright. Now we check with the forager hut. There is raspberries. Can I see already? No. But let's put it over here. Okay. here. Now I have to see and guess and gamble where the white flax is, because I need my ropes. No, I start with the... Where's the guild hall and the workshop? Set to 5. The seagulls indicate that there are fish below, so here's a fish. Yeah, here's a school of fish, and this is it. So we go over here and place all our huts. You see? Way better placement. They can get the wood and stone with one. The forager can get the mushrooms, the raspberries. Oh, and over there it is. So now we set this to here. That's the claim focus point, and now we can start with 20 of them. Okay. And now we can expand even further, because this time I did not mess it up. I will set a new resource depot over here, but not messing with the mushrooms. Let's cover as much as possible, I guess. Would it be here? But let's go for this, because my guards have to carve their way to the flags. Beautiful. Okay, now I can set the weaving shed and the tailor as over here, and to minimize the transport routes. And now I have to set them to, because the flax now is secured, a little bit is missing, but this is not a problem. But I need stone, otherwise I stifle myself again. The most important items are stones at the moment and copper. And the flax is for later. And it's possible to brick you out. I mean, you've seen it in the first game I played. I messed it up so hard that I bricked the game. I couldn't expand further. I was resource starved. It does not really hold your hand, so you have to figure out what to do. But right now this is a way better start than the last game. The last game was horrendous. There it is. Okay. Guards, over here. Please. And I will go for a second guard tower. Let's see what's behind door number 2. And more huts. Okay, we have the copper, we have everything we need, and a little hut over here. Okay, and now I can scout again. Where is the prey? The prey is over here. You don't want to see boars that early, but okay. Over here, and the woodcutter will be here, because I want this area cut. The fish is as predicted over here. Not as many as on the last map, but every map is different. Every start is different. So you have to adapt to every new start. Abandoned wagon. Yay, softwood trunk. Okay, and now we go for the provision now. My quarries will be here, so I want you to start your operations here, please. Let's put them over here. Okay. And now for the weaving shed. What's this? Wood. Okay. So we have the weaving shed and the tailor next to the flax. And the... where is it? There. The forager hut. And I need a second forager hut because flax is out of reach. Let's put it over here. Connect the dots. And now we wait. Boars. I hate boars. They will scare your carriers and everyone who's not a guard or military unit away, so it will disrupt your supply chain. And they respawn constantly, so you can't even eradicate them that easily. You have to get rid of the forest, and even when you deforest everything, they will respawn. So depends on the quantity of boars. There were games I had up to 10 hunting lodges next to the boars to keep them in check, so my trade routes or my carriers are not disrupted. They have to change it. I'm not a fan that they will always respawn. I mean, it's good that you have food and everything, but they're such a nuisance. And you can set your guards to kill the animals, to kill the boars, but then again you're wasting resources on fauna. Because at one point all your storage capacities are full. Your hunters are no longer going on a hunt because the storages are full, and the boars are running rampant over your island because the hunters will no longer have them they don't no longer hold them in check. And this is good. This is a way better map because we have iron. And now we can make iron weapons and tools. But first the quarry. I want my quarry here, and I want my iron hut over here. Ooh. Brilliant. This is brilliant. Okay, the forager is getting the flax. Way better than the last start. Again, the last start was just to show you guys how not to do it. Perfect. Now I have the guild hall. I will go for a second wood workshop because sometimes the game does this. Second, no, not tailoring. Wood workshop. And some storages. Okay. A well for later in a spot where it's not there. And there. Okay. All accessible territory and wage claimed. That means I have to build over here because I want all the iron. weapons I can get. Now I can start. Now I can start with the Rangers and builders. Maybe 20 soldiers and an infinite amount of guards. The quarry is quarrying. Woodcutter is cutting wood. And the hunting lodge. I can't. Where's the weaving shed? Weaving shed, please prioritize this. I want the ropes. People need ropes. And now I have the second tier of housing. Connecting this. And now we go for a market fountain and market stalls. The market stalls have to be installed next to the fountain, otherwise they're not eligible to be used for. So it's over here, it's over here. Okay. Now we have enough market stalls. They are eligible to be provided with water from the fountain. All builders are busy. Now I can go. Alright. Okay, this is perfect. I don't want to mess with my food supplies, and I need a coal hut over here, so I have access. iron bars. That's the waiting shed. So is my hunter hunting, please? Yeah, he is. Two more ropes. Guess an additional forager. And I can start to produce some soldiers. Really good. Let's go for the infinite amount of soldiers. I have 8 rangers. Rangers is the only class who can uncover the thieves in your city. So when you get raided by thieves, the ranger can spot them. The soldier cannot. The guards, they don't care. The only one who can get rid of the thieves in your city are the rangers. I have to replace the guards with rangers. No fear now, it's rangers. I was wondering why they did not show up. Now we set the patrol point over there, and as soon as one of the thieves enters our city, my rangers will greet them. Same here, I want the rangers guarding. Okay. Perfect. And more houses. More. It will destroy the raspberries. Put it over here. now we go for an additional quarry. Oh wait, no, first we go for silver. Another quarry. And more wood, please. And a forest. And some water. Oh no! Werewolves. The most annoying creature type in the game. So early. This will be a mess later on. But first, more houses. I wanna waste my cards. Okay, how much silver do I have? Soldiers. Oof. Off. Would you kindly Where's my iron bar? Seriously. I have coal, I have iron, I have a smelting works. Again, build order is important. I waited far too long to build the guild hall. Build order is important. I have not figured out how the enemy AI is created. If they leave you alone for half an hour, maybe an hour in-game, or... I have not figured it out, but at one point they will harass you and you want to be on top before they haunt you or turn your carriers into werewolves. And they will increase the numbers. So the more werewolf attacks you get, the more werewolves will harass you in the late or mid game. It will be a ball of death, like in StarCraft. And then you have to kill more werewolves than they turn your guards or anything else into werewolves. So you have to get rid of more of them as they can convert your people. And this is an interesting cycle. And if you don't have enough fear nodes or advanced fear nodes, yeah, it can get rough. Okay, my guild hall is done. Please, please recruit the smelter, please. Where is it? Workshop. There we are. Pirate house. Okay, it's time to Yeah, this is what the boars do. They are harassing the carriers. I will lose a lot of guards. But this is a sacrifice I'm willing to take. Yep, this is how it looks. Grim. I did not connect my resource depot to the road.